It is a beautiful day and also a devilish night at the same time, with an obstacle course that has obstacles that have never been defeated before, as well as some that are just waiting to be attempted. Can any of these questions be answered? Let's find out in Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2. Hello everyone, my name is TrickyCyrus, and welcome to the second tournament of Tricky Sasuke. In the last tournament, we saw 50 competitors take on the 4-stage obstacle course, but in the end, all 50 competitors failed before the third stage. We did see 4 jumpers were able to complete the first stage, including hosts, Huntsian751, and Tundvi, and PC player Free MMO Direct all reached the second stage, but sadly, they would all be defeated by the 4th of 5th obstacles on the second stage in the Broken Tank. We also saw Sunnyside Splash reach the second stage, but he unfortunately had a miserable ending as he would go out on the hamster roller. Unfortunately, we will not get to see Hunter or Sunny in this tournament due to personal reasons, but despite them being absent, we still have a strong group of competitors who are ready to go all the way. Without further ado, let's take a look at Stage 1 to see what our competitors are going to have to face on Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2. Stage 1 looks a little bit different from the last tournament, but it's still 6 obstacles, but this time in a time limit of 100 seconds. First is the modified cat grab. This tournament, the walls have been made level, but they've been a little bit more further apart to make it a little bit more difficult. Then it's the nerfed log grip. There are now no more corner jumps. Our competitors must simply run around the logs and make it to the other side without falling into the water. Then, in removal of split decision, is the new drop rocket. Similar to the speed rocket, our competitors must use the mongoose, bounce from a trampoline, but if they go too slow, they're not going to make it onto the trampoline, but too fast is going to overshoot them. However, the good news is this time, there is no golden block, meaning no rule that you'll get disqualified for landing on a platform. You're welcome, Joey. Then, it's the Dragon Glider, which is exactly the same as the last tournament. And then it's the nerfed ramp battle. The only difference with this is that the rope has been made straight to avoid people from skipping it. After that is the final obstacle, the tricky wall. Competitors must use the second tricky wall from the last tournament, except it's a little bit of a shorter run-up. If our competitors can hit the landmine and do it in the time limit of 100 seconds, you will earn a trip to the second stage. Without further ado, let's commence Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2. Kicking off Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2 is a rando in Flow 59 DK. And he's looking at me for some reason and teabagging me, but that doesn't matter. He has 100 seconds to beat 6 obstacles, and he is off. Let's see if he can beat the first obstacle. He's going to go for the dismount. Can he make it? No, he cannot. He comes up short, and he is out. He was so close to make. Look at that replay. Oh, he was so close. But unfortunately, number 1 has failed the first obstacle of Tricky Sasuke. Bad luck to him. Next up is Aquidify Unknown. Something I want to point out, guys, is that the first 25 runs here are all going to be randoms. My goodness, that was absolutely terrible. He is not qualified for this course at all. Anyway, as I was saying, got Mike 99-123. As I was saying, all the randos are going to be randomized regardless of their skill. Kind of like Irish Warrior. And oh dear, Mike had a really poor fail there. Well, up next is A and a whole bunch of numbers. Excuse me? What are you doing? You're just walking away from the start line. Oh my goodness. I've seen ridiculous people before, but I've never seen anyone walk around the course. I really need to make these things up in the air next time. But anyway, what is he doing? He's just walking over. You're meant to be running the course, and clearly he is not doing that. It is counted as a cat grab. I don't know what it's gonna be on the list, but it's a fail because he's not actually doing the chorus for some reason. Just get out. This is embarrassing. Go on. Thank you. absolute embarrassment. Next! After that embarrassment, we had 3 more competitors take on the course. First up was Jeremy Cricket 4, who came up short of the second cat grab wall. We then unfortunately lost the footage of Stoneless Street 1, who went out on the cat grab. And finally, we had Play A on site, who failed the very first jump, being the first person to go out on the first jump this tournament. Well, up next taking on the course is Bowser 1946. And wait a second. He looks exactly like me! What is he doing? Oh, I thought he was going to go then. He's not going for a second. He literally looks like me. He looks like Irish. He looks like basically everyone. Every red guy. He looks like Mighty Max. We're going to see Mighty and Irish later in this tournament. But anyway, Bowser has 100 seconds. Can he break the first obstacle curse? He is off. Bowser going to quickly go through the cat grab, and he is the first competitor with a slide jump. First competitor to beat the cat grab. Well done. He can't seem to get up that platform though, but he's up, and now he'll move on to the log grip, and he turns to the camera. Come on, dude, you need to get moving. There is a time limit, you know, and he's shooting at, I think, myself. Oh dear. Anyway, he's on to the log grip. This has been changed from the last tournament. There are now no more corner jumps. All you have to do is just make the jumps. Just go around the logs. Anyway, he's making sure he gets to the end of those logs. He's able to make the gap across, and he is through. Well done to Bowser. Bowser, a little bit stumbled there. But now he'll take on the drop rocket. He needs to time his jump correctly with the mongoose, but he's going way too slow. He pauses, and he is out on the drop rocket. Bad luck to Bowser. Oh, dear. Well, up next is the Arch. Let's see how they will do. And they are off. And they get a really late save jump off that first wall, and they come short of the second wall. Bad luck to them. Well, up next is Dr. Awesome, with unfortunately getting 666 in their gamer tag. Looks like he's got a degree in awesomeness. Is that true? Let's find out. He is off, and that is not worth a degree of awesomeness, and he is out. Well, up next is Jamson 222,726, and he is off. Jamson's going to get a super early jump, and he comes up short of the second wall. Well, up next is Owen 702 NV. Let's see how he will do. Owen going to go for the second one, and he comes up short, and he is out. Bad luck to Owen. Next up is Jewish Tribes, focusing on the yellow guy behind the blue guy, and the yellow guy is off, and the yellow guy fails the second wall, and so does the blue guy. Oh, dear. We'll eventually get through these randos. Up next is Scoreful Car 018. Let's see how they will do. And finally, another first obstacle victor. Well done. Oh, someone's on the course, apparently. Can't be on the course, guys. Anyway, let's see how he does on the log grip. Making the jumps very nicely, and looks like I'm calling Car, because why not? Car is through the second obstacle. All right, now let's see if he can do the drop rocket. And we're going way too fast, and he overshoots the trampoline, and he is out. And that's a very annoying honk, and he's out on the drop rocket. All right, up next is someone who's running to the start line. Nice armor there. This is Yeet Gore 2962. And I'm shooting at him to tell him to go, and he is off. Yeet Gore, and he walks backwards off the first wall, and he's out. Oh, dear. Well, up next is Board Belt 1209. Let's see how he does, and Belt is off. All right, Belt gets past the first obstacle. Well done. All right, let's see how he does on the log grip. He's going pretty quick so far, but he's taking his time on the log grip. Just wants to make sure he gets through it. He's trying to get to the end of that log. Ooh, almost falls off there. All right, Belt's going to go for the second one. He gets it nicely. Probably going to want to go a lot faster than this, but slow and steady wins the race. Belt. He's trying to get onto the other side of that log. He's looking at it, going to go for it. He makes it. Well done. And Belt is going to make the dismount, and he's done it. And now he's going to attempt the drop rocket, but he's struggling a bit to get up to that platform. The platform's not that difficult. It's just a crouch jump, but he doesn't know how to make it up. Belt is struggling. He does not know it's a crouch jump. He needs to crouch. He's sprinting into it. He is really struggling to get this perfect. It's not a perfect crouch. It's just a crouch jump. He's going back onto the log. That's not going to help. All right, here he goes. He still can't get up it. Don't know what's going on. All right, he's going to try again. He's trying again. He still can't get up. He's gonna go back onto the log, and he falls off. Oh my god. If we look at a replay, he just kept struggling to get up to that platform. And it's not the hardest jump in the world. It's literally just a crouch jump. But maybe he doesn't know how to crouch. Oh dear. Very disappointing. And he even falls into the water as well. Bad luck to Board Belt. Next up is T-Rex Steel. A T-Rex on the course. That's interesting. Anyway, he goes to go for the second one. And he comes up short. And he has become extinct. Oh dear. Well, up next is Dr. Doom, 3,874, and the Doctor is a failure. Oh dear. Bad luck to him. Continuing the rando train is Blaine Will 001. Got some pretty sick armor. I like that. Very cool. Anyway, he's through the first obstacle. All right, let's see how we done. He's going pretty quick so far. Damn, he is flying through this log grip. Through it. All right, now he's on to. Got very colorful mongoose moves onto the drop rocket. Goes way too fast. Gets a light bounce, but it's not enough. And he is out on the drop rocket. After that run, the final 6 randos took on the course. First was Pancake with a whole bunch of numbers, who unfortunately went out on the cat grab. We then had Big Chief with also a bunch of numbers, who also went out on the cat grab. We then had Venom, who unfortunately went out on the cat grab. And then we had James 2012, who kept beating the crap out of me with his sword, and I shot him as well. And unfortunately, he had a very bad injury on the cat grab. Oh dear. We then had Jen with 4 numbers, but I hate numbers at this point. But it was a very awful run as they went out on the cat grab, and so did their friend. Oh dear. And finally, we had Sparagate 411, who went out on the cat grab. Oh dear. Well, up next is a competitor who's ready to take on Halo Jump for the first time. It's Nikitos. He is the competitor that made it to stage 3 all the way back in G-Skate Tournament 2. And on the sidelines, it looks like we got Caden, who'll be running later. There's also, I believe, August Halo there. And I don't know who the other guy is. I think, is that Reiku? I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter because Nikitos is going to take on Halo Jumping for the first time. 100 seconds on the clock for him, and he is off. Nikitos barely makes that second jump, but he comes up short of the third wall. And a bomb's going off, and Nikito is out on the cat grab. Bad luck to him. Well, up next is a very special run. It's Shriek of the Banshee, a.k.a. my mother. If you guys don't believe me, there will be a video upload to this channel, I believe, before this, where she actually does Halo jumping. Anyway, let's see how my mother will do. Come on, Mama, you can do this. She's onto the cat grab, but she jumps way too early, and Mama is out on the cat grab. I still love you, Mama. Well, up next is... it's Reiku. V-Reiku is on the course. He's the host of his own Ninja Machine competition called the Ninja League. If you want to go and check it out, then you can. It's up to you. Let's see how he does. Reiku is off. I don't know when was the last time he appeared on a Halo jumping course. He has done Halo before. Very known for his Spartan Sasuke antiques, let's say, of being a stooge. But anyway, Reiku is onto the log grip. Reiku makes it across. And Reiku, well done. Now, can he become the first competitor? Oh, please, Reiku, don't. I know you're done. There you go. Now, let's see if he can become the first person to beat the drop rocket. No one has done it so far. Reiku is going pretty slow. Is he going to speed up? He's going to speed up at the end. Is it enough? Yes, it is. He gets a nice high bounce. Reiku, he jumps out. Got to make sure, and he's fine. Now he'll be the first player to take on the Dragon Glider. It's the exact same as last time. He needs to use the trampoline to get to the barrel. Reiku, he's a bit too far forward. He gets a very low bounce, and he comes up short, and he is out on the Dragon Glider. Well, up next is my good friend, Super Ninja Jake 2, who is currently destroying a mongoose, and there it goes, boom, boom. Anyway, let's see how he does on his first appearance on Tricky Sasuke. Really good at most stage 1, especially on Halo 5, but sadly we're on Halo Infinite, and sadly he doesn't clear stage 2 enough as well. But we all believe in him. As Elite likes to say, go Jake! This is really good. He's really good at mongoose. This should be no problem for him. Drop rocket should be easy for him. And of course it is for Super Ninja Jake. Now, let's see how we do on the Dragon Glider. Jake gets a nice bounce, but is it good enough? No, it's not. He comes up short. And Jake is out on the Dragon Glider, and the barrel's rolling away from him. That's a bit of a surprise. He's out on the Dragon Glider. Well, up next is Mighty Max 80, aka the guy who achieved total victory on Sasuke Adventure 2. I really hope that comes back. It's not going to, though. But I really hope Sasuke Adventure does come back one of these days. He also made the final stage on Ninjas of Halo 7, and he's really good at Spartan Sasuke, at least on Halo 5. He got to 6 straight stage 3s, and despite that, he never got crowned an all-star. But right now, he's focusing on Tricky Sasuke, and Max, or Mighty, is on to the drop rocket. Alright. Taking his time. Let's see how he does. Is he good with the mongoose? Bit of a lag there. Oh, he's a bit lopsided, but nevertheless, going all over the place. But Max is fine. You can dismount early if you want to. Mongoose just goes off the platform. Now, can he get this trampoline to the Dragon Glider? He gets a nice high bounce, and he's the first competitor to land on the Dragon Glider. Now he needs to shoot this barrel down and make it to the second track. Mighty's getting prepared. He's going down the track. He takes a save jump, but he gets a super late save jump, and he's not able, and he's disqualified for landing on the track, and he's out on the Dragon Glider. Up next is the Spartan Sasuke All-Star Atlantic Chimp, also known as Chumpy, also known as Atlantic Champ. He's well known for having really good success, but he's also known for his really good failures, as well as being the host of Halo Sasuke.
This is where Pedro failed, but he's not gonna fail. Matt is our first champion. Weapon Matt has completed the 4th stage.
With also achieving total victory on Sonic Fans Ninjas of Halo in Tournament 5, let's see if that total victory and his hosting skills will help him defeat the Tricky Sasuke course. Here he is, the Chumpster, as I like to call him. Let's see how he does on his first appearance, Tricky Sasuke. Atlantic is off. Atlantic tried out for Tournament 16 of Halo Ninja Warrior, didn't get on, and then 8 tournaments later, gets first place. How cool is that? Atlantic making his way through the log grip, moving on to the drop rocket. He's a very fast jumper. Currently holds the speed record on Smokey's second stage. Oh, a bit of a low bounce there, but is it enough? Yes, it is. Well done, Atlantic. All right, now let's see how we can do the Dragon Glider. No one has defeated this so far. Atlantic gets a lovely jump as he's onto the first barrel. Let's see if he can ride this down. Here it goes. Beautiful crouch technique. He jumps over to the other side nicely. Still got a minute left on the clock, but we need to get past that little lip there, which he does, but can he do it? He gets a save jump, but it's not enough, and he is out on the Dragon Glider. Atlantic does not get the jump right, and he is out on the Dragon Glider. Well, up next is... great. The host of Sasuke Warrior, it's Gendog, aka the guy who robbed me of a total victory. How lovely. Anyway, he felt the log grip last time. Let's see if he can improve on that. Speaking of the log grip, here it is. Alright, let's see if he can get his revenge. It has been made a lot easier since the last tournament, and of course he can do it. Well done to Gendog. But how good is he with his mongoose into the drop rocket? Can he land trampoline? He goes a little bit too fast, and it's not enough. And Gendog is out on the drop rocket. Give me my total victory, Gendog. Well, up next is Lab Rat, making his second appearance on this course. Last tournament, he went out on the log grip, which has been made easier. So let's see if he can get his revenge on the log grip and hopefully do well. I believe he cleared Halo Ninja Warrior 6. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe as Bryn 1459 revived. I do apologize massively, Lab Rat, if I'm wrong. Anyway, Lab Rat already beats the second obstacle, gets a super high bounce. I thought he was going to do a backflip on the mongoose, but survives. Did that mongoose go on the trampoline? That would have been impressive. Anyway, Lab Rat. Oh, he gets a bit of a low bounce there, but he recovers. He go back. Well done, Lab Rat. Good control. All right, he gets a retry. Let's see how he does in the second attempt. He doesn't get a clean enough bounce. He needs to go back. We're not allowed to multi-bounce on this trampoline. All right, he's going back. Let's see. His third time the charm. Lab Rat, yes, it is. But it has cost him a lot of time. He's shooting the barrel immediately. He's getting a lot of safe jumps. He gets a good jump. No, he doesn't. He comes up short. Lab Rat is not able to make the transition. He's out on the Dragon Glider. If you look at the replay, he goes a bit too far forward on the barrel, and he's not able to get a clean enough jump to that second barrel. He was so close. Let's look at his perspective here. He shoots it immediately, but he goes a bit too far forward on the later save jump, and he comes up short, and he is out on the Dragon Glider. Well, up next, getting the gun is August Halo 1. The guy made the final stage in G-Skate Tournament 5, a Roblox course. Using the gun a lot. Come on, August. It's time to do your run, dude. August just loves that gun. Maybe I'll remove it for next tournament. It was only there, to be honest, guys, just to destroy the mongoose, but now I know how to forge better, at least anyway. August, 100 seconds on the clock. August is off. August making his way through the cat grab. All right, he failed the mongoose cliffhanger in the last tournament. Unfortunately, he cannot get his revenge on that, but he can get his revenge on mongooses in general by beating the drop rocket. Has he learned his mistake from last time? All right, let's see. He's going at decent speed. A nice bounce, and August gets his revenge on the mongoose. Now into the Dragon Glider. August, gets a low bounce there. He needs to go back. All right, good job, August. All right, gonna try a second attempt. Let's see if he can do this. Taking a lot of time. August gets a nice jump. No, it's not good enough. And August, oh my goodness. He's out, but the barrel goes everywhere. He would have won a gold medal for that, but he's out on Dragon Glider. Well, up next is Bedrock Sasuke host, Matty the Div. Let's see how he does. In the last tournament, he went out on the mongoose cliffhanger. Unfortunately, that's not here this tournament. Oh, he almost comes short of the dismount there, but he's able to survive. Matty. As I was saying, he almost failed the first obstacle. In the last tournament, went out on the mongoose cliffhanger. He cannot do that this tournament, but he can get his mongoose revenge on the drop rocket. Matty gets some nice speed, gets a lovely bounce. Matty is through. Well done. Now, let's see if he can do the Dragon Glide. He was very worried about this. As most competitors, Matty gets on nicely. Matty, he's going down. He's using a nice technique. Matty gets a nice jump. Oh, he almost overshoots it there, but Matty survives. He almost overshoots the barrel. And Matty, a nice jump. And Matty the Div is through the Dragon Glider. 50 seconds left on the clock. He could do it, but he needs to keep up the pace. Matty, he's stopping on each of these ramps. Matty, he's doing a good job so far, but the clock is ticking down. Matty, he's stopping on each ramp, backs up a bit there. It is going to waste him some time. He needs a lot of time for that tricky wall. That tricky wall has destroyed everyone in the past, but Matty has got 22 seconds left for that tricky wall. Needs as many attempts as he possibly can. Matty, 16 seconds left. Matty is going to go for his first attempt. Matty, he is up! And Matty has completed the first stage of Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2. What a performance from Matty the Div! And he is moving on to the second stage. What an incredible performance. That came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. Beautiful jump from the drop rocket. Able to handle the Dragon Glider like a pro. And first tries the tricky wall to become our first competitor to book a place in the second stage. Well done to Matty the Div. Up next is the Halo Ninja Warrior All-Star, Sasuke two-time Grand Champion, Spartan Ninja Warrior, Irish Warrior, and Halo Sasuke Grand Champion, Joey Davis. With other gamer tags, Joey is an incredible competitor, but despite that, he came to Tricky Sasuke 1 as a shocker, failing the third obstacle of Stage 1, being disqualified for not landing on the gold block, and in his own words, being disqualified for landing on a platform. But despite that, Joey is an incredible jumper, so let's find out if he can get his revenge and earn himself a spot on the Tricky Sasuke second stage. I apologize massively to anyone with headphones who was listening to that last piece of audio there. But anyway, here he is, Joey Davis, ready for revenge. 100 seconds for his revenge tour to begin, and Joey Davis is off. It feels so weird having that thing say 1 out of 50. Anyway, Joey is determined to get his revenge, And here we go. There is no gold block this time, so surely he's gonna do it. Joey with style points. Look at that beautiful flip, and his revenge has been achieved. No getting disqualified laying on a platform, but he will get disqualified if he multi-bounces. And oh my goodness, he goes back. What an incredible save. Joey does not want to get disqualified again. That would be absolutely heartbreaking. Joey going down the dragon glider. This should be no problem. Oh, he gets crooked there. But Joey doing this absolutely flawlessly. Joey Davis making his way through the dragon glider. 50 seconds left on the clock. This is how you're meant to do the ramp battle. Just go at it. Go fast. Joey flying through this course. 40 seconds left. Could be on pace to beat Maddie's time. Joey gets out. He's got 33 seconds left. Matt. Oh, not Matt. Oh, my goodness. Why am I thinking of Matty? Anyway, Joey Davis is on to the tricky wall with 25 seconds left. Should be needed to clear. Oh, Joey misses on the first attempt there. Are going to go for a second attempt. Joey is not able to make it up. Joey, his third attempt. Oh my goodness. Joey, 13 seconds left. Joey, he needs to get up now. Joey, the klaxon sounds. Joey needs to get up. And he is up. And Joey Davis has completed stage 1 of Tricky Sasuke. That was very close, but thankfully in the time limit. And he's moving on to the second stage of Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2. He got his revenge on the mongoose with style points, might I add. An incredible flip, well done. And he took 5 attempts to get up the tricky wall. But as long as he gets that buzzer in the time limit, that's all that matters. And he did exactly that. And Joey Davis has earned his first shot at the Tricky Sasuke second stage. Well done to Joey. Up next was meant to be Mickey Cop 8, but sadly I lost the footage, and unfortunately he would once again fail the Dragon Glider. Though this time he did get a better bounce, but he still failed the Dragon Glider. Oh well. Well, up next is thankfully someone who I did not lose the footage to. It's Revalis, the guy who made it to Stage 3 on Irish Warrior Tournament 34, and also recently reached the third stage on Spartan 28. He had the best newcomer performance since Body Jumps in Tournament 2. Something I want to point out, guys, is that in the first version, this is me pre-editing this, whatever, post-editing, Revalis' run actually was not shown in Stage 1. But thankfully, I looked through my OneDrive and I found it after I accidentally, deleted Stage 2. But anyway, Revalis. Last time he failed the mount onto the Dragon Glider. Can he get his revenge? Gets a beautiful bounce. No problemo. Alright, Revalis. The Frenchman supporting the red, white, and blue. Revalis going down beautifully. And he is through. Transformatoire. Alright, 55 seconds left for the ramp battle. Should be enough time to clear this course. Revalis aiming to get his first clear on this course. Revalis really came out of nowhere. I'm surprised I saw with that Irish Warrior 33 left turn. But anyway, Revalis jumps out. 35 seconds left. Should be plenty of time if he can get the tricky wall in one. Revalis. 30 seconds left. Revalis. Let's see how it does on the tricky wall. Revalis. Oh, he gets it. No, he doesn't. He was so close there. Revalis. 22 seconds left. Should be enough time for a couple of attempts. Oh, missed on the second attempt there. Revalis. 17 seconds left. Gonna go for his third attempt. And he is up. And Revalis will become our third competitor to move on to the second stage. Well done to the Frenchman, and he's moving on to the second stage. Well done. Buongiorno. It was an awesome run all around. Really no issues with the entire course. Outside of the tricky wall, that was the only place he stumbled at. Gets his redemption on the Dragon Glider, and we will see the Frenchman in Revalis moving on to the second stage. Well done to Revalis. Well, up next is Whirlpool 730. He's had a couple of disappointing fails in most recent times, which is unfortunate. So disappointing. Anyway, Whirlpool ready to take on the course. Hopefully, he'll make me happy by clearing this course. Failed the Dragon Glide in the last tournament. I believe failed the mount. So let's see if he can get his revenge. Whirlpool onto the log grip. Bit of a slide jump there. Whirlpool, very known for completing stage 1 on Spartan Ninja Warrior, I believe, tournament 20. He was the first newcomer since Cobra in tournament 3 to make it to the second stage. And Whirlpool does a bit of a nosedive on the Mongoose, but now it's time for some revenge. Can he at least get the mount this time? He gets a better jump, and he sets himself, a new personal best. Now let's see if he can do this Dragon Glider. Alright, Whirlpool, he's going to go down the track, gets his safe jump, and he jumps too early, and Whirlpool is out on the Dragon Glider. The next competitor to take on the first stage is Danhausen 21, also known as Caden Wyatt. Caden has built up a reputation in the community by completing Halo Ninja Warrior Stage 1 not once, not twice, not thrice, but quad 4 tournaments in a row. He's also been really good on Spartan Sasuke as well, but despite this success, he has never made it to the third stage of a major jumping course, failing the Spider Walk in 31 of Halo Ninja Warrior, with his best result coming in Tournament 30, failing the wall lift. With all this success, however, let's see if he can finally break the curse and reach Stage 2, first on Tricky Sasuke. This may not be a major jumping course, but it's still a course, and I don't think he's made Stage 2 on any course yet, as of every tournament's been published so far. Anyway, let's see how he does. We all call him Caden because I don't care about gamertag changes, because we all call Joey Joey. I don't care if he changes gamertag a billion times. He will forever be known as Joey. Anyway, Caden is onto the log grip, making it look super easy so far, Caden Wyatt. Hopefully he can get to Stage 3 this tournament. That would be awesome. Caden, let's see how he does on the drop rocket. He is so high in the sky. The Mongoose doing a nosedive. Damn, that was an awesome land. Let's see how Caden does on the Dragon Glider. He was a bit worried about this, but he gets his worrying part over. We're worried about the trampoline. Caden, he gets down nicely, gets a nice save jump, jumps across. Well done, beautifully. Caden, gonna go down the second one nicely. Caden gets a nice save jump. Caden, he jumps a bit too early, and he comes up toward the dismount. Caden! He was so close to making that dismount. He just jumped at the wrong time, and it costed him. He jumped at the highest peak of it, not the end of the barrel. And Caden is out at the very end of the Dragon Glider. That is disappointing. Next up is the host of Cyan Sasuke and the Escalator King, Jun Sato Cyan. Some people are going to be asking, why is he called the Escalator King? Is because of Flamosaurus's Spartan Ninja Warrior 25, where Cyan was the only person to defy all the odds and defeat the Escalator, along with the rest of the first stage, and being the only person to do it. And then he preceded expectations by completing the second stage as well, getting his first ever third stage appearance on a Halo jumping course, before unfortunately going out on Crank It Up. This success would allow him to host his own jumping course called Cyan Sasuke.
And he's on! The first sunset run of the tournament has begun and the new outer. Cyrus goes to the headside attack.
With his hosting and jumping skills in play, let's see how that will translate to a second appearance on Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2. Here he is. Last tournament, he failed the Dragon Glider, I'm pretty sure. Failed the transition between the first and second barrel. Let's see how he does on his second appearance, and he is off. Cyan gets his sword out. Cyan, through the first obstacle, very easy, skips the block. I think he's going all out. Does he want the fastest time? The fast time is currently held by Revalis with 12 seconds left. Cyan gonna pause there on the drop rocket. Not Revalis. Cyan able to get out nicely, and now Cyan will take on the Dragon Glider. This is where he failed in the last tournament. He gets a lovely bounce. Alright, gets a safe jump. Cyan shooting it down. Cyan gonna jump across nicely this time, a much cleaner jump than the last tournament. Cyan doing a very nice job controlling it, and no problem for Jun Sato Cyan. He's got 52 seconds left as he is flying through these ramps. Cyan such an incredible competitor. Definitely consistent one at that. And Cyan is proving his worthy here on this course. He's still got 37 seconds left for just a simple tricky wall. If he wants to speed record, he's going to have to go for 3 directs, 17.5 seconds in the last tournament. Cyan, not much of a run-up, but he still gets up! And Cyan completes the first stage with 23.8 seconds left. That is absolutely impressive, and he is moving on to the second stage of Tricky Sasuke. It was a flawless run all around, really no issue with the entire course whatsoever. Defeats the Dragon Glider, which he failed in the last tournament. And Junsato Cyan has earned his shot at the Tricky Sasuke second stage. Congratulations to the Cyan Sasuke host, and we will see you later on the second stage. Well done to Junsato Cyan. Next up is the Ninja War of Halo 21 Golden Competitor and Finalist and Spartan Sasuke host, RPG445. For obviously being well known for the host of Spartan Sasuke, Rog has also had some recent success, reaching the third stage of Halo Ninja War for the first time in 9 years. He did compete on this course in the last tournament, but sadly he would be one of the many victims of the Dragon Glider just coming up short of reaching that second barrel. Can the Spartan Sasuke host get some redemption today or tonight? Let's find out. I say today as in, well, it's daytime in the game, but it's nighttime when this is being aired. So anyway, Rog is off, already passed the first obstacle. Piece of cake for him. Rog into the log grip. This should be no problem for Rog. He has the log grip on his own course. Granted, it was like 10 years ago, but who cares? Rog into the drop rocket. He's done many mongoose obstacles, taking a bit of time here. Rog gonna go for it, gets a nice bounce, but isn't good enough. It's too low, and Rog comes up short. Rog is out on the drop rocket. It looked perfect, but I don't think it was not enough. It was not in the middle. It literally looked so perfect. But he might have went the slightest bit too far, and he's not able to make the gap across. There's the middle right there. I think he was a bit too far forward, and Rog is heartbreakingly out on the drop rocket. Next up was meant to be Skull Crusher 165, but I'm an idiot because I forgot to transfer the footage over to my photos, but sadly he once again failed the Dragon Glider. Bad luck to Skull Crusher. I really need to check my footage next time. Anyway, Crown Ferret 19 is currently at the start line with Elite MKB behind his back. Elite will be running in just a little bit. But anyway, Irish, here he goes. He is off. He failed the Dragon Glider in the last tournament. He did the best out of everyone who failed the Dragon Glider last time, and hence why he is number 44 in the run order. If you guys didn't know, the run order, at least for the guys that came back, was dictated on how far you got in Tournament 1. We'll get to number 50, guys. I promise. Anyway, because Irish did the best on the Dragon Glider, he got the right to be this number, but Irish almost got hit off by the mongoose. Anyway, Irish into the Dragon Glider. He failed the second track last time. Let's see if he can get back there. He will not get back there, Irish. He gets boosted back, and Irish is out earlier on the Dragon Glider. That sucks. Well, up next is Sane the Legend. Looking for revenge from last tournament. He failed the tricky walls. He timed out on the tricky walls. Why did I say fail there? Anyway, he timed out on the tricky walls in the last tournament. Went a bit too slow on the course. Hopefully this time he will be able to get his revenge, even though it's only the second tournament. But who cares? It doesn't matter what tournament it is, as long as you get your revenge. Anyway, Sane into the drop rocket. Sane gonna get a lovely bounce, no problem. Able to revenge Rog. Now let's see if he can do the Dragon Glider. Sane getting a nice jump. Sane gonna get a good jump, but it don't think it's good. Sane comes up short! Sane the Legend! is not able to make it. He comes up short of the Dragon Glider. He goes too close to the middle and he doesn't get the height needed to make it up. If we go back to Tournament 1, he stays a little bit closer to the back and he gets the height needed. But in Tournament 2, he's towards the middle. And if we look at Tournament 1, he's at the back and he gets the height needed to make it up. But here, he's too close to the middle and he's unable to get the height needed to get to the bar. An inch can change the difference, and Sane the Legend is heartbreakingly out earlier on the Dragon Glider, and that is disappointing. Up next is the Halo Racer, real-life racer, tech host, and Ninja Warrior of Halo All-Star, Eilte MKB. For being well known for hosting his own course, the Elite Challenge, last week he posted the Elite Challenge 15 and it made history.
To the dismount platform, and for just the second time in 999 runs, we're seeing somebody attempt the Destiny rails. Captain J does the whip, gets all the way through, he's onto the final Destiny rail. Can he make it? No, he can't! Captain J comes up short!
In the last tournament, he took on Tricky Sasuke for the first time and even wore number 50 in the run order. But sadly, it did not help him as he timed out on the second tricky wall, taking 6 wall attempts and was ultimately unsuccessful. Today, we're going to see if Eilte has what it takes to get his revenge on the Tricky Sasuke course and earn his shot at the second stage. Here he is, and guess what? I got the space this time, Eilte. You're welcome. Tech 15 is the first course ever to have 1,000 attempts and still no final stage. I watched Captain J's run, and I was in shock. I could not believe how far he got. The fact that he almost broke the final stage curse. Damn. Anyway, Eilte's already passed the first 2 obstacles. I talk about his course casually. Eilte. Really good at Mongoose, so this should be no problem. And what do you know? A bit lopsided there, but he's fine. Eilte, determined to get his revenge on the tricky walls. There's no tricky walls. There is one wall this time, but it has been made more difficult. Eilte on the Dragon Glider. Eilte makes the transition across. He looked like a bit stuck there, but he's fine. Now, he does complain about these stupid lips on certain obstacles, but it does not affect Eilte as he moves on to the ramp battle. He backs up there weirdly for some reason. Eilte, oh, it looked like he was trying to jump over that second ramp. I don't think that's possible, but nevertheless, he's still got bundles of time left. 45 seconds left. Way more time than last tournament. And Eilte is through with 38 seconds left. Eilte is flying. A little bit of a stumble there. He's struggling to climb the rope. But Eilte, here we go. Revenge is in sight. 30 seconds left. He's got tons of time for some wall attempts. He comes short on the first attempt. Eilte, gonna go for his second attempt. Eilte, he does not get it. He's got 20 seconds left. Eilte gonna go for his third attempt. Eilte, and third time is the charm. He misses the melee the first time, but he hits the buzzer. And Eilte MKB has completed stage 1 on Tricky Sasuke. Well done to Eilte MKB, shooting his gun in the air. And he's moving on to the second stage of Tricky Sasuke. It was a fantastic run all around. Really, no problems whatsoever with the entire course, aside from this lip that he does not like. But outside of that, it's a clean run, and even though he took 3 wall attempts, as long as you make it there in the time limit, that's all that matters. And Eilte MKB gets his redemption, and he will earn his first attempt on the Tricky Sasuke second stage. Well done to Eilte MKB. Also, he likes to shoot. Well done, Eilte. We will see you on the second stage. Congratulations. Up next is the Ninja Warrior of Halo and Halo Ninja Warrior All-Star, Drago is back, also known as Drago is sick. Drago has been competing on jumping courses for a very long time, but he competed in the last tournament, and he had the most heartbreaking exit, coming super close to reaching the second stage of Tricky Sasuke, timing out just millimeters away from the top of the tricky wall. But tonight, he wants redemption. And he is ready to step foot to the start line, and he's ready to go to get to that landmine. Here he is. He's punching the air. He's practicing his landmine hits. Let's see if they will come to good use. Drago is back, is on the course. He is off. Drago in the last tournament was so heartbreaking. He was just millimeters away from the top of that second tricky wall and maybe clearing stage 1. I don't know if he would have had enough time to do it. He had about 2 seconds left. Could have done it. He probably does, to be honest. Anyway, Drago gets a nice bounce from the drop rocket. Well done to Drago. All right, Drago into the Dragon Glider. Drago, he's literally got Drago in his name, so Dragon Glider should be no problem for him. It's literally in his DNA, so surely he's going to do this. Drago makes the transfer across, and Drago going down nicely, gets a beautiful stage jump. Ooh, he almost goes off the back there, but Drago is fine. Drago, 50 seconds left. More time than last time. Trying to save up time for that tricky wall. 45 seconds left. He is breezing through this. Drago, 40 seconds left. And now it is the moment of truth. He gets a bit hit by the rope, but Drago's going up. And this is it. 27 for the tricky wall. Drago gonna go for his first attempt, but he once again just comes up short. Drago, second attempt. He also comes up short. Third attempt. Drago, 15 seconds left. He was so close there. Drago, regroup. He's gonna go for a fourth attempt. And he is up. And Drago is sick. Drago is back, has completed the first stage of Tricky Sasuke. And he is moving on to the second stage. He just destroyed this entire course. He beats the Dragon Glider once again, proving that Dragon is in his DNA. Well done to Drago. He is definitely back to fight. A little scared there on the end, but this was the moment of truth. 4 wall attempts, but eventually he got up it, and he has punched his ticket to the second stage of Tricky Sasuke. Well done to Drago. Up next is Spenny37, also known as Killed a Man. Spenny competed in Tournament 16 of Smokies, but unfortunately failed the vertical limit, and he's been a pretty good competitor since. He made his debut in Tricky Sasuke in the last tournament, but it was so heartbreaking, timing out just a second away from the landmine, and as soon as the clock ran out, he did his next attempt, and he made it to the top. But Killer, or Spenny as we like to call him, is way more capable than what he is, considering that he was able to get 4 consecutive Stage 1 clears on Halo Infinite on Smoky Matsker's course, getting 4 for 4 on Halo Infinite until Tournament 30. Now, can Spenny37 rise to the occasion? Let's find out. Here he is. He has been waiting to get his redemption on the tricky wall. If Drago can do it, if Elite can do it, then surely Spenny can defeat this course just like them. Here we go. Spenny is off on the first stage. Spenny looking to get back to our tricky wall. He's onto the log grip. Spenny going around the logs very nicely, going at a nice pace. Spenny is through. Well done. Now the drop rocket. We have seen a couple people fail this obstacle. Hopefully Spenny will not be our next victim. Gets not high bounce, but it's still enough. Ooh, that was a bit close there. But Spenny survives, and now it's time for the Dragon Glider. Spenny shoots it down. He did beat this in the last tournament, so this should be no problem for him. He gets the transfer across. Spenny, oh, that little lip there. But he's able to overcome it. Spenny, he gets off, goes crooked, but he's fine. He's got 53 seconds left. Spenny doing pretty well so far, but it's all gonna come down to that tricky wall. We know he can do it, but it's all gonna come down to it. 38 left. Spenny. He's climbing up. He's gonna have about 30 seconds left for the tricky wall. And here we go. If Drago can do it, if Elite can do it, then surely he can do it. He was close on that first attempt. Spenny, 22 seconds left. Come on, Spenny. Gonna go for a second attempt, but he just comes up short. Spenny, 17 seconds left. Come on, Spenny, you can do this. Spenny. Oh, he misses on the fourth attempt there. Come on, Spenny. Don't do this to me. Spenny, the klaxon sounds. He stumbles. This is his last attempt. Don't do this to me, Spenny. He's gonna go for it, but he comes up short, and Spenny is out of time. And he makes it up again. Spenny. I am in absolute heartbreak right now. For the second tournament in a row, Spenny 37 has timed out on the tricky wall in the exact same way. He had 5 attempts, but despite that, it was still not enough, and he makes it up on his last attempt once again as soon as the clock runs out. And Spenny is heartbreakingly out at the very end of stage 1 for the second tournament in a row. The second to last competitor taking on the first stage of Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2 is the Halo Ninja Warrior Infinite All-Star and Trials of Achilles Tournament 6 Grand Champion, Free MMO Direct. Free has done Halo jumping for a little over 3 years now, and he has had a lot of success, reaching the final stage 3 times on Halo Ninja Warrior, including becoming the 3rd ever competitor to reach back-to-back final stage appearances in Tournament 30 and 31. However, despite 3 final stage attempts, he was never able to achieve the ultimate goal of total victory. He is also recognized by many other competitors as the best PC player on Halo jumping in general, reaching numerous final stages and achieving a few total victories. He competed in the last tournament, and he did not disappoint, claiming the fastest time on stage 1, but sadly he would ultimately be defeated by the broken tank, where the tank made it across the line, but he could not control it, and he was done. However, can he get back to that point? And he's also looking for the fastest time. If he wants the top time in stage 1, he needs to beat Jun Sato Cyan, who's currently holding with 23.8 seconds on the clock. Free is off, determined for that fastest time. If Free does not get the fastest time, then this will just be a big disappointment. Nobody expects anything less from him except for getting the fastest time. Free, a beautiful bounce off of the drop rocket, no problem. Alright, here he goes, 75 left onto the Dragon Glider. Free, he gets onto it nicely. Free, going down. That's a beautiful safe jump, jumps across, no problem whatsoever. He had a bit of a save in the last tournament, but not this time. Much cleaner jump off. He's got 57 seconds left. He's on pace to beat Cyan. Alright, Free MMO Direct making his way through the ramp battle. He's got 47 left. Free, he is off with 40 seconds left. Free, 35 left as he moves on to the tricky wall. Free, he still has time to beat him. He's given this attempt, and he is not going to beat Jun Sato Cyan for the fastest time, but he is going to get the second fastest time with 21.8 seconds left on the clock. And Free MMO Direct has become the first competitor in Tricky Sasuke history with back-to-back Stage 1 clears. Well done to Free. It was a flawless run all around. The only exception, obviously, was the tricky walls. If he hadn't have missed them, he could have had a sub 30, but a plus 30. I remember Smokey reminded me of something. Anyway, it doesn't matter because Free MMO Direct has booked his second straight trip to the second stage. Well done to Free MMO Direct. Before we move on to our final competitor, let's take a look at the Tricky Tripper. While the Dragon Glider has been very deadly to our veterans, taking out 11 jumpers in the process, in the end, the Cat Grab is victorious, taking out 23 jumpers, most of them being randos, and that being a 46% fail rate on this obstacle. While most of these competitors were not even able to make it to the second wall back off the first, some even coming up short of the dismount, and for one of them, a course out, these 23 jumpers barely got started in their journey to becoming Tricky Sasuke Champion. The Cat Grab is a difficult obstacle, and better luck to these 23 jumpers in the future. The final competitor to take on the first stage of Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2 is Tunvi 101. The Halo Ninja Warrior veteran is an incredible jumper, reaching stage 2 twice on Halo Ninja Warrior and recently reached the third stage on Spartan Sasuke. He's also the host of his own jumping course called Summit of Spartans.
He's on time, but now he's still fucking sounding, but it's under 5 seconds left, 4 seconds, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. He misses jump, he misses again, and he ran out of time on the final stage.
Tun made his debut in the last tournament on this course, and even though it was a bit of a rough stage 1 run, he was able to complete the course with the slowest time, but it was enough to get him on the second stage, becoming one of only 4 competitors to reach the second stage. However, the run would unfortunately be ended by the broken tank coming close to beating it, but sadly he would be defeated by the obstacle. Now, can Mr. 50 make it 8 clears on stage 1? That would be very impressive. Here we go, Tunvi 101, he is off. I decided to give him number 50 for this tournament because he's never been number 50 in his career. Free already has like a billion number 50s. And also, a lot of people are going to argue that Free and Tun did the same last tournament. Well, only one person can be number 50, so, yeah, we can't have 2 people with number 50, so, yeah, why not? Anyway, Tun, living the pressure of being number 50. Elite had it last tournament, and now Tun got this tournament, but is that haunting Tun? Tun, oh, it looks like it's happening, but he's fine on the trampoline, he saves himself. Tun V, gonna get a second shot, please do not fail this, Tun. We want number 50 to succeed. Tun going down. This is some broken tank practicing right now, using the Dragon Glider to his advantage. Tun V gonna get a bit of a jump there, but he barely makes the dismount. He's fine. Tun, 45 seconds left. Tun carrying the weight of number 50. That is a very prestigious goal, and he is determined to get back to the second stage and hopefully go even further. Tun V, he's got about 30 seconds left. It's about to approach the end of the ramp battle, and Tun is through with 25 seconds left. He's on a good pace. Tun, he's onto the tricky wall with 20 seconds left. Not the fastest pace, but it's still there. Tun, he comes short of the first attempt. Tun, gonna go for the second attempt. Oh, he was close there. Tun, the klaxon starts sounding. Tun, he gets up. He misses the middle the first time, but he hits the buzzer, and Tun V, he slides down the wall for a second. But it does not matter, because Tun V is once again moving on to the second stage of Tricky Sasuke. Well done to Tun V, and we will see him on the second stage. It was a good run all around. Despite that Dragon Glider issue, he did have a bit of a flip on the drop rocket. A little bit of a stumble here on the Dragon Glider. He had to go back because he was not comfortable with that jump. But regardless, got the second time around, and he had a couple of mistakes on the tricky wall, but it did not matter, as Tun V 101 has earned his second consecutive stage 1 clear, and we will see him on the second stage. Well done to Tun V 101. The second stage had a couple of modifications from the last tournament, but it's still 5 obstacles in 60 seconds. The first obstacle is the hamster roller, which is exactly the same as the last tournament. Then it's a redesigned version of the salmon ladder. Instead of ledges, our competitors must use the 5 bars to get up and make their way to the top without falling into the water. Then it's the brand new Cannonball Alley. Competitors need to traverse across 5 cannonballs that get smaller and smaller the further you progress. And if you can make the huge dismount, you will take on the undefeated Broken Tank. The second track has been moved ever so slightly back to make it a little bit more easier, but if you can conquer this, you will take on the final obstacle, which is the vehicle ramps. Our competitors must jump into a mongoose and drive it up the 3 ramps, and if our competitors can make all 3 of these gaps, jump out and hit the landmine and do it in the 60-second time limit, you will move on to the 3rd stage. Stage 3 has had no changes since the last tournament, and our competitors will have 6 obstacles to complete if they want to reach the final stage.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. I'm very shocked that I cleared Dragon Glider and got up the tricky wall first try. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of nervous going into stage 2 though. Especially about the Cannonball Alley and the Broken Tank. I feel like one of them 2 are gonna make me fail. But if I miraculously clear stage 2, well, the first half, I'll probably fail Cliffhanger.
I think I have a chance to beat the 2nd stage, but I'm not sure with reaching the final stage, because I have some difficulties with stage 3. It's possible, but yeah, that's my goal, but I don't think it's really possible. But I try that, and yeah, good luck for me.
It feels pretty good. Stage 1 went well for me. I have only defeated 1 second stage in my Halo career, that being on Spartan in Droid 25, which I also got 1st place in. I am not a fast competitor, so I do not care about time, but we'll see where it takes me. So I somehow got the fastest time on stage 1.
Getting past stage 1, that was great. To beat it after coming so close last time was fantastic. At this point, I'm just playing with house money. I'm not sure, I'm not the most confident of how I'm going to go in stage 2, and if by some miracle I get to stage 3 likewise. But yeah, we'll see how far I can get and see what's in store.
Honestly, I didn't think I was going to get past stage 1. However, after practicing stage 2, I'm pretty confident that I can hit a 3rd stage for the first time in like 11 years, so I'm really excited for that.
Oh, bro. Getting past, once I got past the Dragon Glider, stage 1 was pretty much simple for me after that. I didn't really struggle with it in practice, and I'm just happy about that. Stage 2, I've been really training the Broken Tank as much as I possibly can, so I'm hoping the practice I put into it will actually benefit me, and hopefully I can also do stage 3 in the process.
Stage 1 was rough. None of the viewers who's watching right now can hear it, but I was screaming bloody murder on the 3rd and the 4th obstacles like the whole way down during the practice, so safe to say I was not expecting to beat stage 1, and I did. On the 2nd stage, there's one obstacle that I'm worried about, and actually Scratch has 2 obstacles I'm worried about.
broken tank is still there, and the obstacle before that, the Cannibal Alley, is definitely one of my big concerns. But if I can beat both, I can have a chance to beat stage 3, which, let's be honest, I'm not even having a chance to make it to the finals, but hey, we'll see what in store for us.
And the first of the 8 challengers is waiting at the start line. Matty the Div is usually known for his Minecraft abilities, reaching the 2nd stage twice on Galactic Sasuke Craft and reaching the 3rd stage in Jack is Trash's Craftsuke. This confidence gave him a boost of energy as he decided it was best to host his own Minecraft course called Bedrock Sasuke.
Starting already, but onto the Sonic Curve, and oh my goodness gracious, Jason the worst. How depressing.
With him finally having some taste of success, let's see if it warrants a 3rd stage appearance on Tricky Sasuke. Alright, here he comes. He's coming up the man cannon, ready to take on his first ever 2nd stage. There's Super Ninja Jake supporting him. Unfortunately, Jake will not be on this 2nd stage. Very glad that I get to be the course that gets the honor of having Matty's first ever 2nd stage. Anyway, 60 seconds for 5 obstacles, and Matty the Div has begun his first ever 2nd stage on Halo Infinite. Matty, the first obstacle is the hamster roller. They took out Sunnyside Splash in the last tournament. It was this jump right here, but it does not take out Matty the Div. Alright, Matty able to get out the tunnel, now taking on the redesigned salmon ladder. Alright, he lands on the bar nicely. Matty going up. He has a nice strategy so far, and he's cleaning up the salmon ladder. Now for the Cannonball Alley. These will get smaller and smaller the further you progress. He's on the 5 ball. He's now on the 2.5 ball. Can he make it to the 1.25 ball? Yes, he can. Gonna go straight for the 0.5 ball, and he is across. Matty, he's got 20 seconds left. It's still doable, but he needs to pick up the pace. But now it's an obstacle that no one defeated. The broken tank, he lands on it, but he rushes the dismount, and Matty comes up short. And he is out on the dismount. Matty, he had it for a second. It got on the 2nd track, but he just rushes the dismount. And Matty will not make it to the 3rd stage in this tournament. It was an incredible effort, but unfortunately, he has been defeated by the broken tank, and he is out on the 2nd stage. Well, our next contender is going for a big milestone. Joey Davis is regarded by many competitors to be one of the most consistent jumpers of all time. He rarely ever fails the 1st and 2nd stages, and it's because of these stats that he's going for something special tonight. He also hosts 2 of his own jumping courses, Next Level Jumping and Trials of Achilles.
There, the last one. Come on, Lucid, go, go! Yes! Lucid Dreams is a grand champion with no time left on the clock at all, 0.0 seconds.
He's slowing down a bit. The last Dreidel MMO, can he make in time? Free MMO Direct is a grand champion. He has achieved total victory with 1.8 seconds left.
With all this success, let's see if it's enough to give Joey his unbelievable 100th trip to the 3rd stage in Halo jumping history. Here he comes, Joey Davis, his first time on the 2nd stage, aiming for his 100th 3rd stage appearance, and Joey Davis is off. The hamster should be no problem to this competitor. He is a monster of a competitor. He gets into the tunnel nicely. Joey Davis jumps out and moves on to the salmon ladder. Joey Davis, he's done tons of these in the past, so this should be easy for him. And a little stumble there, but he corrects himself nicely. Now the Cannonball Alley. Joey Davis going across very nicely, lining up their jump beautifully, and almost overshoots that last one there, but he's fine. Joey Davis, 30 seconds left, but it's the obstacle he was worried about, the broken tank. Can he pull it off? He's shooting it down. Bit stopped there by the lip there. Joey's shooting, but he's not shooting it when it's going down. Joey, it doesn't get over the hurdle, and Joey is out on the broken tank. Joey Davis has been defeated by the broken tank. He doesn't shoot it enough, and it doesn't get onto the track. Joey Davis And he's gonna have to wait for his 100th third stage appearance. And Joey Davis, the man with the most final stage attempts across Halo jumping history, will not even reach the third stage in this tournament. And Joey Davis has been defeated by the Broken Tank. And that is heartbreaking. Well, our next challenger is at the start line, but can he defeat the Broken Tank? Revalis randomly burst onto the scene when he decided to do a left turn on the double escape wall in Irish Word Tournament 33. Despite that unusual fail, he didn't put that down as he decided to reach stage 3 on Spartan Sasuke 28, becoming the first newcomer since Buddy Jumps to achieve that feat. He also reached the third stage on Irish Warrior Tournament 34, and he has not let anything hold him down. Tonight, we're gonna see if the French Surprise has what it takes to make Paris proud and earn himself a shot at the Tricky Sasuke third stage. Here he comes, Revalis, taking on the second stage for the first time in his career. Failed the Dragon Glide on the last tournament, but this time he is on the second stage. France is one of my favorite countries. I love the Eiffel Tower. I also watch a TV show called Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. It's an awesome show. It happens in France. But no one cares about TV shows right now. Let's see how Revalis does on the course, and Revalis is off. Revalis, this should be no problem for him. He's handled many rolling obstacles in the past, and he's made it past that obstacle very nicely. Revalis jumps out the tunnel to move on to the salmon ladder. Revalis, the Frenchman, hoping to make Paris proud, hoping to make France proud. Take a little bit of a pause there on that fourth rung, moving into the Cannonball Alley. Revalis making those jumps nicely. He decides to stop on the third one. Revalis gets that jump to the fifth one nicely, and he's made the dismount. Revalis, 27 left as he moves to the Broken Tank. Matty couldn't do it. Joey couldn't do it. Can Revalis do it? He gets a safe jump. He lands it, and Revalis makes the dismount with 17 left on the clock. Revalis is today the day. Revalis, 13 seconds left. He's closing on the end. The klaxon sound, and Revalis has completed the Tricky Sasuke second stage. What a performance! Let's look at this Broken Tank again. Look how he handles it. Absolutely beautiful. That is perfection. And now he's going to move straight on to stage 3. There is no time limit, but there is 6 obstacles that stand in his way between him and the final stage and taking home 25 pounds on Xbox Live. Here we go. Revalis is off. First is the crazy cliffhanger. He has to make these 2 perfect crouches, which he does. But now a huge jump to this 4th ledge. And he gets it, but now he has to make his way to the 5th ledge. He goes running strategy, but he makes it! Revalis! Oh my goodness! How was he able to pull that off? He makes this jump to the 4th ledge, and he decides to do a running strategy to the 5th ledge, and it pays off! Revalis! That is an incredible technique, and he pulls it off! And Revalis has defeated the Tricky Sasuke crazy cliffhanger. What a man. But he's still not done. He still has 5 obstacles to go if he wants to make it to the final stage. Up next to the floating boards, he has to make these insane wraparounds. First one is 1 wall thick. Now has to make a jump to the second board, but now it's 2 walls thick. Can he get it? Revalis, he's lying himself out. He's gonna go for it, but he comes up short. Revalis! He is out on the floating boards. That was an incredible run, but he comes up short of the wraparound on the second board. He clips the corner, and he's not able to make it across. Revalis, it was an incredible effort, but unfortunately, his tournament has ended on the second of 6 obstacles of the 3rd stage. Let's speak to him now to see how he feels about that run.
I'm feeling really satisfied about this performance. I think if I try more, I think I can do better. And maybe I can reach final stage in a future tournament. And yeah.
Well, our next competitor is getting ready, but can they relive a Revelis? Junsato Cyan, or Cyan as we know him, has had a pretty good career, reaching the second stage twice on Halo Ninja Warrior, but he's also good at one other thing: Roblox. He's made the second stage 4 times on G-Ske, but despite those 4 attempts, he was never able to make it to the 3rd stage of that course. Now, with his Roblox and Halo skills in prime, let's see if it's good enough to warrant Cyan a 3rd stage appearance on Tricky Sasuke. Alright, here he comes up the man cannon. Junsato Cyan ready to take on the 2nd stage. Nice to see him on here. Let's see how he does. For Poland, he will have 60 seconds to complete the first 5 obstacles, and he is off. So weird to see that thing say 1 out of 8. It's cool as well. Anyway, Cyan, can he make it into the tunnel? Yes, he can. Well done. Cyan running down the tunnel as he moves on to the salmon ladder. I believe the only 2nd stage he's completed is Spartan Ninja Warrior 25. There could be more. We don't know. Anyway. Oh, he almost overshoots that 3rd ball there, but Cyan able to survive, and he's through. 30 seconds left. Revelis just beat the broken tank. Can Cyan join him? All right, Cyan getting some shots. All right, doing a nice technique. He gets a jump. He's able to land it. Oh, an extra safe jump, but he's fine. 18 seconds left on the clock. He could do this. Cyan, 15 seconds left. He's just got 1 more ramp to go. Cyan, the klaxon sounds, but it's not gonna matter. He needs to get out though. And Cyan has completed the Tricky Sasuke 2nd stage. Well done to Cyan, and now he's going to go straight into the 3rd stage. I believe he's never taken on a cliffhanger in his career, but he is off. Oh, backs out a bit there. Cyan did not make it to this point in Spartan Ninja Warrior 25. Failed an obstacle before that to crank it up, but now he has to make this huge jump on the crazy cliffhanger. Revelis did it. Can Cyan do it? He's going to go for it, but he comes up short. And Cyan is out on the crazy cliffhanger. That is a huge jump. It's so difficult, so no shame in failing that massive jump. He just didn't get a late enough jump, and Cyan is out on the crazy cliffhanger. But what a performance. Let's speak to him now to see how he feels about that run.
I feel very happy to get to this point, especially coming off that stage 1 fell in the last tournament. To get to this point is an achievement for me, and I'm hoping next time that I'll make it back to the 1st stage and hopefully progress a little bit further and hopefully get a somehow shot on the final stage, which will not happen to me.
Well, our next competitor is not at the start line. He is driving a mongoose. He attempted the vehicle ramps in Ninja Warrior Halo 15. Can he do them on this course? It is now time to find out. Eilte MKB was crowned an all-star on Ninja Warrior Halo due to his consistency reaching the 3rd stage. However, in recent times, there is one obstacle he despises: the salmon ladder. In the last 6 Ninja Warrior Halo tournaments, he has failed it not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times. But nothing is going to stop this racing pro. Today, we're going to see if Eilte has what it takes to reach stage 3 for only the 2nd time since Ninja Warrior Halo Tournament 15. Here comes Creaky Knees Eilte, as some people like to call him. Can he make it up to the mongoose? No one's done it so far, and he's going to join that club. Oh dear. It's really just him and Hunter who have tried that, and neither of them made it. Anyway, Eilte, here he is on the 2nd stage with the plasma gun and shooting, of course. Anyway, he has 60 seconds to complete 5 obstacles. Let's see how he will do, and Eilte is off. The rule is as soon as that ball moves, the time starts. That's how it works. Anyway, Eilte, let's see what he does. Eilte, a bit of a low jump there, able to get a slide jump into the tunnel, but he's fine. Eilte gets out nicely, moves on to the 7 ladder. Here we go. He's failed it 4 times on Ninja Warrior Halo. Please, Eilte, do not fail this 7 ladder. He's almost gets that 3rd rung there. Eilte, he's getting up, and he has defeated the salmon ladder. Now he's onto the Cannonball Alley. Lee onto the 2.5 ball, but he overshoots the 1.25 ball and he's out. Let's look at a replay. He just overshoots that 1.25 ball. Those balls are very tiny and very difficult to land, so no shame in failing the new obstacle. But sadly, Elite is out on the second stage. Well, our next competitor sounds super confident, but is he confident enough to achieve something he hasn't done in 11 years? Drago is back, also known as Drago is Sick, was an extremely consistent competitor back in the day. However, the last time he reached Stage 3 was all the way back in Halo Ninja Warrior 10, failing the jumping rings. Since then, he's had a mixture of other failures, but today, he is extremely confident that he will have what it takes to reach Stage 3 for the first time in 11 years. The question now is, can he pull it off when it matters most? I bet if he does clear, then this premiere chat and whoever is the live party, they are going to go insane. 11 years in the making, Drago is back, is off on Stage 2. 55 seconds away from a potential clear we have waited 11 years for. Drago getting into the tunnel nicely. Drago is back, is on to the salmon ladder. He has attempted a few of these on Halo Infinite. Oh, he almost overshoots that first rung there. Drago, go. Oh, he misses. He hits his shoulder there on the third rung. But he's going up. Drago, 35 seconds left. It's still doable. He's into Cannonball Alley. Drago, looking pretty good so far. Barely making these jumps. He gets a slide jump there on the fourth ball. But he dismounts. Drago, 23 seconds left. If he beats this, then it's surely going to happen. Come on, Drago. He's doing really well, but it's not going to go for the track, and Drago is out on the broken tank. Drago! It looked like he was going to do it for a second, but he shoots too late, and he's unable to get the barrel over to the second track. And Drago will have to wait even longer for a Stage 3 appearance. And Drago is back. He thought he was gonna do it. I thought he was gonna do it. He looked so good in practice. But unfortunately, the real deal has other ideas. And Drago is back. Has heartbreakingly come up short on the broken tank. Well, now there's only 2 jumpers left, but this one is determined to get revenge on the broken tank as well. Free MMO Direct is a prime on the 3rd stage, defeating it 3 times on Halo Ninja Warrior, 2 of those being back-to-back, resulting in him becoming the 4th person to reach 3 finals and the 3rd to do back-to-back. He's done really well this tournament by completing Stage 1 with plus 20 left on the clock, but in the last tournament, he went out on the broken tank. Today, he is looking to get his redemption and earn his first shot at the Tricky Sasuke 3rd stage. Here we go. Free MMO Direct. Second time on the 2nd stage. Let's see how he will do. Number 49 this tournament, and Free is off. He is determined to get his revenge. A little bit of practicing here on the hands roll for the broken tank, as Free is making his way to the salmon ladder. Free, he did the tournament 1 version, so this should be a piece of cake for him. Free, flying up the salmon ladder, of course you would expect. But now the Cannonball Alley. Free, able to make these jumps. He almost overshoots that 3rd one there, but Free is good. This is it. He's waited a month for this. Revenge is in sight. Come on, Free. 25 seconds left. Shooting it down the track. Free. He's on the back nicely, but it doesn't get over the hurdle, and Free is disqualified. Free MMO Direct. He is once again defeated by the broken tank. Free. It doesn't get to the 2nd track in a similar position to Drago, and Free has been beaten once again by the broken tank. It's such a difficult obstacle, and to time it right, it is so hard. Not even the great free MMO Direct can do it. The speed has caught up to him. And the speed demon, the PC player, is out once again on the broken tank. There is now only one competitor left. And oh my goodness, it's another mongoose one. Well, I think I'm pretty confident how this is going to go. All right, let's see if he can do it. Oh, he's in the teleporter. All right, come back out, mate. There we go. All right, can he do it? Probably not. Here he goes. He's actually getting some good height. And of course he fails. Well, can our last man standing defy all the odds? The last man standing in Tricky Sasuke Tournament 2 is Tunvi 101. Tun reached the third stage on both Irish Warrior and Spartan Sasuke, but sadly, on both of his stage 3 attempts, he would be defeated by the cliffhanger on both courses. While he's eyeing up revenge for the cliffhanger, he needs to get revenge on the broken tank, which he failed in the last tournament. Now, as the last man standing, can he go further than anyone else and keep this tournament alive? Well, let's find out. We started with 50 competitors at the stage 1 start line. Now, only one jumper is left with a shot at total victory and 25 pounds on Xbox Live. The task may seem impossible, but if anyone can do it, it's our final competitor left standing who has the best chance of reaching the final stage. Can he do it? Here he is. We've got 2 clears so far, and he is the last man standing, Tunvi 101. Here we go, and the final run of the tournament has begun. Tunvi, eyeing up revenge for the broken tank. Stops there on that ball, he gets into the tunnel, and nobody has failed the hamster roll of this tournament. Well done. Alright, now Tun will move on to the salmon ladder. Tun, it going up flawlessly, no problemo whatsoever, but now it's the Cannonball Alley, does not want to pull an elite here. Alright, Tun stopping on each of these balls. That's perfectly fine. 30 seconds left as Tun jumps off, and he is through. But here it is. He has waited a month for revenge. Can he do it? He punches again. He gets a double punch. He crosses it. And Tunvi has defeated the broken tank. With 15 seconds left, Tunvi, he's across the second ramp. He's got one more to go. The klaxon sounds, but it will not matter, and Tunvi has completed the Tricky Sasuke second stage. As we look at our clears, Rivalis has the fastest time, but that does not matter because Tunvi is the only person left who can keep this tournament alive, and here we go. He is off on stage 3. This is the obstacle that he has failed back on Spartan Sasuke and Irish Warrior. But this is a huge jump to the 4th ledge. Can Tunvi get it? He's going to go for it. Tun, he barely gets the jump. Now, what's he going to do? Is he going to run like grass? Yes, he is! And he makes the transfer across. Tunvi! He was able to barely make it to that 4th ledge and decides to Rivalis it, and it pays off. But he's not done yet. He still has 5 obstacles to go if he wants to make it to the final stage. But up next is the floating boards. Alright, Tun walking into it. He makes the first wraparound. Tun, he runs into the second board. But this is the jump that Rivalis failed. Can Tun do it? He's going to go for it, but he goes too wide. And it's over. Tunvi 101 has been defeated by the floating boards. But what an incredible effort. But unfortunately, he goes too wide and he doesn't even touch the ledge. And Tunvi's incredible run has come to an end. And with that, it is game over. Nobody will be reaching the final stage in this tournament.
We're just happy to even get stage 3 and even finishing a podium, right? Yeah, honestly, there's no shame in failing the floating boards. It's just a tough obstacle. I'm stuck at all the jumps. tournament. Maybe? Maybe.
Well, at least I got some of your guys' time. We saw 50 competitors take on the course, but sadly, all 50 failed before the final stage. I want to give credit to those on screen right now, and also if you got your tournament shown in this video, or if you want to take a look at any of the music that was used to make this tournament, it would be so grateful to me if you can just look in the description down below. Maybe you can use some of the music in the future for your tournament. Moving on to the top 20, Rivalis finishes as golden competitor, making contact with the ledge that Tunvi couldn't. Matty gets a 4th place finish, while Spenny once again did the best of those that failed stage 1, and Caden did the best on the Dragon Glider. The rest of the top 20 filled competitors who all failed the Dragon Glider included Atlantic, Whirlpool, Max, Sane, Jake, August, Reiku, and Mickey Kabe squeaking by in 20th place. I want to thank all 50 competitors who competed in this tournament. If you want to compete in a future tournament, message me, TrickyCyrus, on Xbox Live, or contact me on Discord at Cyrus with a full stop at the end. The tournament 3 maps are now available, and you can also download the Tricky Sasuke game type. Please join the Halo Jumping Community Discord server, and I will see you next time on Tricky Sasuke. Until then, bye guys.